Welcome back to Mastering MMA with Coach Lee. I'm here with you today, and we are going to talk about approaches to bringing people up through your gym. So, my question for you is, do you think it's better the gyms that just throw people right into the fire, or is it better the gyms that kind of let them in the shallow end first before it's sink or swim? So when I started out, we were a bang hard every day type of gym. We came in, we did some cardio, we learned to move, maybe two, and then we beat the crap out of each other for the rest of the time we were there. We had guys showing up to fights with cuts around their eyes, and it was at least once a week somebody went unconscious. I mean, we went hard every day. So I think there was pros and cons to that. The pro being, when our guys went out for their first fight, it was nothing different than a day at practice for them. They were there to bang. They had been through the fire already. Another pro of that is, your timing and everything was always there, right? You could always do that. Now there's big downfalls to that. The biggest downfall being we could not keep people. For obvious reasons, right? There's very few people that are willing to go through that fire. And the downside of that is you can't grow the gym, right? You can't get constant flow of people coming up and moving up through the ranks and getting better, which all in all holds your gym back, I believe. And I'm sure some of y'all have different opinions. If you want, go ahead and put in the comments. Let me know what you think about this issue. But so, up until the gym closed, the new model we've kind of had, and I plan on continuing this as we bring the gym back up, is to kind of baby people into it, right? You don't spar your first day, that unless you've come from another gym and know what you're doing. But it's no longer throw people into the fire. It's baby steps. We ease people into it, and that is definitely proven to have way more member retention, for one, which is huge because you get more people to work with, right? And you can bring them up through the ranks and make them better. And the longer they stay, the better they get. The better your training partners get, the better you are, right? So that's a big plus of it. And two, the financial side of things, obviously, right? If you can keep more members longer, that's more money to the gym, which means better equipment, bigger facilities, right? Things like that, which is how you grow the gym, right? And that in turn makes you a better fighter, better grappler, better boxer, better whatever it is you're doing, right? Because if we can get bigger spaces, we can fit more people. Right? If we've got more people staying, that's more training partners. That's more different looks. That's more different skill levels. That's more different size people. Right? So it gives you, the more people you can get, it gives you way more options of learning, right? Different looks to learn from. So I think that's a big advantage. And I still think there's times to go hard. I know some gyms don't ever go hard. Some gyms go hard all the time. It just depends. The gyms that are going hard all the time usually are injury riddled gyms, which is another downside. But they usually produce monsters, right? So I think there's a time and a place, right? You need to go hard from time to time, in my opinion. Especially leading up into fight. A couple weeks out, you should be banging. You should be banging every day. Get that timing down, right? Get through those, make sure nothing's there. But then I like my guys to heal themselves up as good as possible before their actual fight, right? So they're coming in healthy. Back in the day when we were banging hard every day, we would have guys show up with swollen eyes and cuts around their eyes, and high probability they had a concussion that week. That was a long time ago, right? Things have changed a lot. But over the years, we've learned, and the sport as a whole has grown. It's a lot less of that. There are still teams that are doing that, and you see a lot of injuries coming out of there and things of that nature. but you also see a lot of beasts coming out of there. So it's a give take there, and so I want to try to walk that balance, right, where I'm getting my guys enough hard work, you know, enough banging hard and going live that they're going to be ready to perform in a competition, right, and ready to dominate in a competition. But I want to walk that line so I'm not risking their health to get that, right? Give them longevity, give them the ability to be in the gym past their fighting prime, right? So they can still stay with this. Because for most of us, like, this is a love, right? It's not just a random sport we're doing, right? It's not you know, something we do just for a little bit. Like, if you've been in there a while and you've been through those battles, like, it becomes a love, right? It becomes a family. And I want people to be able to stay past the point of their fighting, right? Because I know a lot of people still need that in their lives. But anyways, please click like on this video and help me support it, and share on your social media, and let me know what you think about that. How do you think you should bring people up through your ranks of your gym? And leave that in the comment section for me, please. And we will catch you next time on Mastering MMA with Coach Lee.